Hi Sherry, this is Kate Bortinsky, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's in it for her? Well, the answer is simple. Oftentimes, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how to improve their online marketing strategy. And other times, the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. I have found that by giving people a free, easy attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hand saying, "Hey Kate, I like you. Can you just handle this for me, please?" So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've seen and you're thinking, yeah, this information could really move the needle for my business, shoot me a message and we can have a deeper conversation. Or, if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I give you and do it yourself, that works for me too. No harm, no foul. So now, let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So let's dive into the first thing that I want to go over with you, which is content. What is content? Content is how Google knows what you do and who you do it for. Content is the information highlighted on your website that Google is sending back to their algorithm to tell them what you should be found for. There's also content that you can't read that's embedded in your images, but Google is able to read this content. So if you right-click on any of your images and hit Save As, you can see there's an opportunity here to rename this file to include relevant keywords. Optimizing this text helps Google better understand this content. When you don't have enough content, and specifically keyword-rich content that your customers are searching for, how would Google know to show your business for that search term? We have found that most sites ranking in the top spots on Google have a minimum of 1,500 to 2,200 words on their website, and they're using the right keywords throughout their content. So I did go ahead and run your site through a word counter, and right now your site's rocking 1,479 words. I also checked out one of your competitors, Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen, and their site is sitting at 1,868 words on their homepage. So they're using a little more keyword-rich content than you are, and that's helping them capture more visibility and clicks. So when we also talk about content, that encompasses your keywords that Google recognizes you for. So let's go over to this tool I use called Ahrefs. Anyone can use it. I pay a few $100 a month for it. Essentially, it gives me behind the scenes insights of your competition and shows the keywords that they're ranking for to attract your customers. This helps me pinpoint the keywords that you should be targeting as well. So when I ran a quick scan on Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen, and if I click on their keywords, I'm going to filter back to 3 months ago to get a more accurate representation due to some technical issues that Google reporting has had recently. We can see that they're being found for 422 keywords. They're being found for words like kitchen and bath remodeling near me, bathroom remodel Ann Arbor, with 70 searches a month, and they're sitting in the 2nd position, bathroom remodeling Ann Arbor, with 150 searches a month, and they're sitting in the 4th position, kitchen remodel Ann Arbor, with 60 searches a month, and they're sitting in the 2nd position. So when we go back to your site and we apply the same filter to your keywords, we can see that you're ranking for 39 keywords. So here's what Google does think your site is related to based on your current content. Alpha design, you're getting 90 searches a month. Bathroom remodel Ann Arbor, you're sitting in the 10th position. Countertops Ann Arbor, you're sitting in the 12th position. Ann Arbor bathroom remodel, you're sitting in 13th. And kitchen remodel Ann Arbor, you're sitting in 17th position. So we can see that you are being found for some of the best keywords, but when potential customers are searching for your services, your business is basically invisible, sitting in the 10th to 17th position. So the first thing that you need to do to beat your competition online is incorporate more keyword-rich content onto your homepage to help Google better understand what you do. That's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if we do it the right way. So now let's go over to Google, and we can see here I've searched kitchen remodeling Ann Arbor. And the first thing we usually see is the sponsored section, which is the Google Ads section. And Google Ads can be a great option to generate some quick leads and really get to the top of Google, but they can also be a gamble because some people use ad blockers so they won't see your ads. Other people, they'll skip right past the ad section and go straight to the map or organic sections. So they don't work for everyone, but again, they can be a great option when you do have a solid foundation online. But that's not something I want to cover in this video. So let's move to the second key thing that I want to cover with you today, and that's citations. So you're probably thinking, what's a citation and why do they matter? That's a great question. So you can see here the Google Maps section, or what we refer to as the map pack. And you can see a business's name, their address, and their phone number, which is known as your NAP. This is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So a citation is your name, address, and phone number listed on places like Yelp, the BBB, Yellow Pages, Facebook, and a couple hundred other directories. So now you might be asking yourself, hey Kate, how do I rank in maps? So let me explain the number one thing that you can do today to push your business up the map pack. Generally speaking, most companies in the number one spot on Google have around 150 citations. When you have more citations than your competitor, you gain more trust from Google than they do, which pushes you above them in the map pack. So now you might be thinking, great, how do I do that? It's really simple. I'll use sites like WhiteSpark or BrightLocal that will tell me exactly what directories your competition is listed on, and from there I'll literally go down the list and get you on the same ones as them. But I don't stop there, because we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has 150 citations, we want to match them and then add 100 to 200 more, so it takes them a long time to catch back up. So if you spend some time getting yourself more citations than these top businesses in the map pack, you can take over the top spot, and that would generate more business for you. So now let's talk about the third and final key thing that I want to cover with you today, link juice. It's also referred to as backlinks. This third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So again, we're searching for kitchen remodeling Ann Arbor, and when we scroll down past the map pack, you can see that your site is not at the top of Google. The top business on Google gets about 39% of the clicks, while the second spot only gets about 18%. So the top spot is where you want to be, and to get there, you need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to your backlinks, and a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this gives site B authority. It's kind of like a popularity contest, and the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link is. So let me give you an example. If you get a local blog or industry-related site, such as one of your suppliers, like maybe Ferguson, linking back to you, that's a great backlink. But if you're a renovation company and you get a backlink from, say, Weber's linking to you, that's not so great because you don't sell steak. So let's go back into Ahrefs. We're going to go back to your overview. And we can see that you have 139 backlinks. When we go back to Dreammakers, we can see that they have over 10,000 backlinks from stronger, more relevant sources. But don't be intimidated by this, because not all backlinks are created equal. And by adding even one good relevant backlink, it can be worth more authority to Google than over 500 irrelevant backlinks. So how do we get more backlinks? Well, with Ahrefs, we can see exactly which sites are linking to them, and we can go get those same links for your business. Getting you to the top of Google is not magic. It's a method, and I've shown you this method today. So in closing, we went over first, content. You need to incorporate more keyword-rich content with at least 1,500 words on your homepage. Second, citations. You need to have 100 to 200 more citations than your nearest competitor to beat them by a landslide. And third, link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing to your website to show Google that you have more authority than your competitors. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number one across Google. So what now? Well, you can either take this information that I've shared with you today and run with it on your own. Again, I'm totally cool with that. No harm, no foul. Just send me a quick note that you watched this video and your thoughts about it. I'd really appreciate your feedback. However, if you're looking to partner with an industry expert that can generate quality keyword-rich content, get you more citations than your competitors, and dominate the backlink game, then give me a call at 810-358-5645 and we can have a deeper conversation. Once again, this is Kate Bortinsky and my phone number is 810-358-5645. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.